And I got a double feature here for you guys. It's both battles are versus MMLFrostyPixie. The first one is a double battle. The second one is a little cup battle. And the first song will be Another Angel Down by Avantasia. So she leads with Crobat and Electivire, and I lead with Frostlash and I blast it! And she taunts my blast it, which is like crap, because I think I was actually going to Thunder Wave her Crobat. So she Thunder Punches my Frostlash. And I live that, and it doesn't break my Slash. I literally live it with like 3 HP, and her Crobat takes me out. I think I got 1 layer of spikes up in this. So she Thunder Punches my Blasted again. And, well, Blasted takes it like a beast. So I just go for a Psychic on the Crobat, and I'm like, wow. Crobat took out like a pro. So I go to my annoyance now. My Scarf Porygon Z. And I go straight for the Tri-Attack on that Electivire, because I'm like, I gotta own that thing. And, you know, it was a useless Hypnosis there, because Cross Jump is gonna Oko me. So, there goes my annoyance. It's like, bloody. So, I go for another Psychic, and I'm like, bye-bye, Crobat, you speed demon, out of here! We rock the ball, rise to the ground, devotion. So I go into my Terra version 2.0, and she goes on to Gengar, and she tricks me, and I'm like, oh my god, Scarf. Like, I really needed the Scarf. So I go for a Zen Headbutt, and that's obviously going to take out that Gengar. Back then I'm jolly, so it's like a hostile Luego there. So she goes for a Thunder Punch, and my Blast is just like, oh my god, because it does a lot more damage that time. And I just go for another Psychic, and it almost took it out. I was like, oh my god. So she goes on to Clefable, I'm like, So I go for a Zen Headbutt on the Clefable to see what kind of it is, and it's bulky, because it took out like a champ. And I take that, like, I actually live that Thunder Punch, and I'm like, woohoo! But then I see it's the Calm Mind Bulky Sweeper. I'm like, no, not good, not good. So, I go for the Zen Headbutt on the Electivire to get rid of it, so it's gone. And now I set up my rocks, while Terra version 2.0 gets annihilated by that Ice Beam. Crit hit not necessary. So, I go on to Alexo now, and it's just like, yes! Because I get the, you know, I'm gonna outrun the Dragonite anyways, but, you know, still, it's like, yes. So I go for the Ice Fang, and I actually clicked on Psychic too, I think, or Thunder Wave. I'm not too sure. I actually clicked on Psychic. I actually clicked both on Dragonite. I was like, in case Ice Fang just randomly doesn't kill. But that Thunderbolt was obviously gonna Oko this. I don't know, maybe max HP, max special defense Wackenberry might have lived. Don't know. So, it's just like, alright. Go on to Infidel version 5. And I think I'm actually down to my last 2 Pokemon now. And she goes on to Paradise. That shiny Venusaur, which I admit looks, I like the color scheme. So, I go for the Thunder Wave. I'm like, alright, I got Paralyze Paradise. And Paradise puts me to sleep. I'm like, no, not V5. And I get the flinch. I'm like, wootness. So, I'm just going to go for a Psychic on that Paradise, and I think I score a critical hit. Yeah, I do. And V5 is still asleep, and she Leech Seeds Blast it, which it's fine. There's really only a 6 HP point difference, I think, or 16 between the two at max HP. So, after all the leftovers, Recovery, and the Leech Seed, and the Black Sludge, I go for another Psychic, which takes out Paradise, which I wake up and I'm like, woohoo! Actually, Paradise is still hanging around. I get the Parahax, I'm like, yes, Parahax and flinch. So, I'm like, alright, this is pretty much mine. Game, set, match. Psychic, and there goes Paradise, and I'm going to flinch that Clefable, And it's basically a good game. So good game, Sasha. You guys remember to like, comment, subscribe. And part 2 is... yeah, I got a crit there. Part 2 is a little cup. It's a little cup. So, here we go. Alright guys, here's part 2, and it's a little cup battle versus, again, MMLFrostyPixie, with my team that was 0 and 3 before battling her, I think. So I go for the crunch, and I get the random special defense drop. Yeah, 0 and 3. I haven't won with this team yet. So after the Orange Berry help, she surfs, and that's obviously going to take out any Houndour, period. So I'm like, So I go into Leia Kid, and I'm just like, Thunder Punch! And I don't know why she switched into that, because that was a really, really bad switch. Because that's like own. And now this is Twisted Mind by Avantasia. Can't even pronounce it. So she goes out into TSP, and I'm just like, Thunder Punch! Again. And now she goes out to King Daddy, and she's got a lot of folks named after D-Mac. And that's obviously gonna kill me. So I go into Ghastly, I'm like, ha! Switch! And she goes out into Mystic, which I Shadow Ball, and I think I get a crit. Yeah, I get a crit, so I don't know if the crit mattered or not. So she goes back out into King Daddy, and she goes with a payback, and it actually doesn't kill me, and it doesn't bring me down to my sash either. So so I get the Shadow Ball off. So I did get damage on it, so I'm like, yes. And I know it's Choice Scarfed to be outrunning me. So I got under Detini, and I'm just like, I think I went for the Extreme Speed, actually. Yeah, I went for the Extreme Speed. And it brings Joshi down to be the man to its Orange Berry usage. And I just go for the Outrage. I'm just like, Ownage! So she goes back out to King Daddy. I'm like, no! Because that Ice Punch just, like, takes out my routine. So I go into Munch L. I'm like, ha! Thick Fat! And she goes on, hello, Pixie! And I'm like, oh no, now she knows my self-destruct. That's my special move on this set. So I just go for the Curse. And she goes for the Psychic. And I think I went for another Curse, actually. Yeah, I went for a second Curse. And I'm like, oh no, she can't kill me. And she goes for another Psychic, and I'm just like, Body Slam! I'm like, yay, I lived! And I'm thinking, well, maybe if I was at full health, I might have lived this Dynamic Punch. But since I'm only at 6 HP, that's gone! So I'm like, alright, into my Cyndaquil, I'm like, alright, she Dynamic Punches me, I'm like, no. I live with 1 HP, I'm like, holy shit! And I get the Orange Berry health, and I break through Confusion, I'm like, yes! She's like, what? No! And I'm like, thank you, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, Egg Moves. So, good game, Sasha. Guys, remember to like, comment, subscribe, check out her channel in the T-Flare League. And, well, that's it, guys. Peace.